the hell do you have on?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down. Welcome to a Capsule Selection. Today I got a vibe for you guys as always. This is one, just a list I want to talk about. This is the summer heat check. This is about fragrance that I've been pulling. I'm not talking about scorched earth type of heat. I'm talking about the kind of heat where it just pulls people in. That type of aroma that has that vibe, that has that sense of appeal, and that sense of charismatic and stoicism that we have and want in our lives. And this is one list that, man, I've been wearing a few of these fragrances, and two of them I just cannot believe how well they're going on my skin in the realm around people. Like that public atmosphere that you have when you're walking into certain venues and certain atmospheres, you have a sense of what the scent may do. But you're coming into this finding that these scents do a lot more and bring awareness to you and your character. And so what I'm talking about, these are ones that not just raise the temperature for you, but they raise the temperature and rewrite the temperature in the room. So today we're going to talk about 5 of these fragrances. They are ones that are built for the warmest days and the most enigmatic, magnetic nights of your life. Scents in this one that I'm bringing forth, they have a little bit of an amber sweetness, they have a little bit of a citrus charge to them, and even slightly that mossy aromatic wave that you want and have appeal to as a man. So if this is the type of content you think that you'll enjoy, you pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's wonderful experience. Today, like I stated, these are about signature scents and signature sillage. These are confident, cool, and captivatingly charming fragrances that come off with a great amount of warm weather wear. To me, this is the kind of scent you want to wear when you're out for summer, when it turns social. When it comes to that breeze that comes across and it has that air, that atmosphere where the wind is blowing and it's warm air, the skin on you is glowing, you just feel right, you feel confident, and you feel like you're ready for compliments. That's what we got coming right here in this particular list. So we're going to tap right into these particular 5 fragrances that I just have come to know that have great appeal. I want to start out with one of these surprise fragrances from the house of Carven, which is not typically talked about. I don't hear about this particular scent very much. It's a scent from a designer house done by one of the most famous and prolific perfumers to date. It's one of his original creations. I know lately people have been gasping about what he does now for Dior, but Mason Francis Kurkdjian really tapped into a certain amount of appeal when it came to clean, fresh, woody fragrances in his beginning. And this is no slouch. This is one of those fragrances that if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do, you know exactly what's going on with it. This one is a crispy, appealing fragrance. We're going to get right into this one. This is Carven's L'Eau Intense. Let's talk about it. First up, what we got, like I just talked, we got Carven L'Eau Intense. This is a fresh, crisp, clean, and chill type of fragrance. To me, I would like to talk about this one as a quiet assassin type of fragrance. It has so much peculiarity to it because of the way the grapefruit mint come across with this birch leaf. But at the end of the day, once you get past the opening, which is the only peculiar part about this, it's a very calming yet inviting type of fragrance. It's one that opens with, like I stated, grapefruit and mint. That's bright and it's brisk. But then it goes to settling to a nice spiced aromatic. That's the fig or the birch leaf. And then it has this sexy dry down that starts to combine cardamom and cedar. Warm spice that has a cooling effect, and that cool, slightly lactonic, slightly that cedar that smells like you just walked into a cigar lounge. That cedar that's inside the humidors. It's not the pencil shaving style. That's the style that kind of comes sharp on you. This one is that smooth, almost oily type of feel when it comes to having a cedar on your body. It's the kind of scent that feels like a perfectly pressed linen shirt when you're going out, and it's for breezy days, but it's intentional. That's why I like this one, that feel of having a perfectly executed fragrance that's a great compliment magnet, because once it wears on the skin after that 5 minutes and then everything starts to melt, it comes to be a truly sexy style of fresh style of fragrance. It's that heat check scent. It's for the guy who knows that when it comes to it, and you want to wear a fragrance and you want to have a great day and a good moment inside that day, this one stays on you for that particular moment. It stays on you, it stays fresh, it stays grounded. And in the heat, it never becomes anything other than a winning move or a winning type of conversation type of starter. All in all, this one here is for the man who wants to be refined but minimalist. It's one that has a lot of appeal to it. You get noticed, but you're not announcing yourself, but you feel great wearing it. It is attracted by women who really want to know a man who puts the effort in, but never is desperate. That's the thing about this particular scent that I love, man. It's one of those scents that, just like I said, citrus tonalities with a lot of aromatics and some peculiarity to it because of the notion. When he first made this fragrance, it was about that new style of scents. This is not a new scent. This is one that's been on the market for a while. You may have heard those in the game who know about scents like this and have talked about it and said things. I will say this. If you are a person who have smelled gentle fluidity silver, you will know that this particular scent has some nuances of that. And this is one of his original creations, and it's a low income or low expense, I should say, to get this particular scent. This is one good scent, man. This is L'Eau Intense by the House of Carven, the fashion house of Carven, done by Francis Kurkdjian. Get your nose on it. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, I got a treat for you. Just wow. This is from the house of Fulton and Roark, man. I know you, when it comes to execution of a fragrance, when it comes to a house stepping out beyond the boundaries right now, what we have in Fragcom, or what we have in perfumery as a general concept, us men, we are looking for things that are dynamic, that are smooth, that are just sophisticated, but also fun-loving and playful. When it comes to perfumery, there are certain things that are attributes that make a scent sing on my skin. And when I say wow, I mean just wow. Fulton and Roark, this is Roark's Cove. This is an extrait parfum scent that just is one of the very best fresh, ambery, mossy fragrances. I won't even say one of the best. This is one of those fragrances that has really set a plateau to step upon. This is a scent that I am delighted to have in my collection. I know that this can be signature scent worthy for 90% of you gentlemen out there. It's fresh, it's elegant, it's woody, it's mossy, it's ambery. It has all the touches of and synonymous with what goes into the new age of perfumery for men. Like I stated, it's that ambery sweetness, but nothing too cloying, nothing too much of a ISOE Super or Ambrofix. It has this smooth melodic feel to it. It opens with this thing called Cloudberry that just, it intrigued me when I first saw that in the note structure to pick this one. And I swear it's doing a trick and a dance that I have yet to be appealed by in any fragrance I have in my collection. That's the thing about this one. They enlisted at Fulton and Roark Frank Vocal. Frank Vocal is known in measure throughout the community for making Santal 33, for making Tay Noir 29, for making solid fragrances for the House of Elabo and many other houses. And when you talk about a master perfumer giving a brief and making something wonderful, Roark's Cove is just doing a trick, man. If you guys have not seen about Fulton and Roark's brand, get your nose on this particular brand. This is one. This it's a perfectly tailored delivery for a luxury type of fragrance. It's something that's in the price point of under $200, just around $200. Extrait de parfum. It's when you have a scent on like this that people ask, what the hell are you wearing? And that's exactly what you get with this particular scent. It's the one that wears like an extrait, but it has more projection than I've felt on many extraits. When you spray it on, you see the oil content on your skin. Look at, I mean, the sheen. You're going to see this on the rest of the video. That's the type of oil content they're using on these particular perfumes. And it smells wonderful. It's airy, it's ambery, it's woody, it's fresh, spicy. And the trick, like I stated in this one, which I have just come to love, is the mossy effect of this one. And it is one for all of the heat checks you can desire to put on. Contemporary, masculine, it's soft-spoken but big stick. It's perfect for the rooftop brunches like I love to talk about. Garden weddings, this is a perfect wedding fragrance. It's quiet, soft power, but it plays in just the right amount of atmosphere. It's for the traveler, the jet setter, the introvert who wants to be an extrovert, and the extrovert who wants to be an introvert. It plays with all personalities. It's an effortless style type of scent and attracts the ones who are beautiful and love being around beauty. The ones who want to just, when you read a room and you see that young lady that just looks beautiful in that tight-fitting sundress or that warm weather wear that we love to see our women in, you can walk up to that woman with this particular scent on and know that you smell smell just completely unadulteratedly sexy. This is Roark's Cove. If you guys have not seen about the House of Fulton and Roark, I implore you to get your nose on some of their fragrances, but specifically for me, the way they got Frank Vocal to make this particular scent for the brand, hats off to you, Fulton and Roark, for making this particular scent a beauty. Once again, this is Roark's Cove. Heat check all day. Get your nose on it. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got the scent that is quite a buzz. One that I bought on my channel a few weeks ago when I got the box in. I've been wearing it. I like the fragrance. I don't love the fragrance. I think the fragrance smells phenomenal. I think Summer Mink from the Better World perfume is a great scent for the unisex youth. And what I mean by that is at the age I'm at, this is one that leans a little bit too sweet for me. When I smell it in the air, it smells fantastic. When I smell it in the air, it smells phenomenal. So you gentlemen who are 30 and under, ladies watching this channel who feel the appeal to wear a slightly masculine fragrance while still have some feminine sensibilities about it, Summer Mink from the House of Better World Perfumery is one of those fragrances. It just has a summer heat check walk about it. It walks in wearing a sun and silk type of wear. It's created by a house that is rooted in cultural storytelling, which is a famous perfume done by a famous rapper that we know all by the name of Drake. This scent, it opens with a soft sweetness, but it becomes one that blooms into a base of amber, warm musk. But the thing about this one is the clary sage. And I don't know about you, but when I first used to hear about clary sage, I kind of thought it was like a sage aromatic. What I come to find out a few years back is that clary sage is not even a relative of the sage bush. So I want to make that clear. If any of you don't know, clary sage is a sweeter floral note when it comes to the aromatics. It's not just like sage, which is that dry, dusky aromatic. It's a sweet aromatic, and they used an abundance of that in this one to me and my nose. It's one that is, if you want to have a memorable night, a playful, fun night, at my age in the 40s, I think you can do it with this particular scent. For me, I would love to see this pulled off on a woman around 35, 40 and under. I would also say that this smells great. I mean, phenomenal on a youth at 25 and under. This is your particular scent. This is what this one is particularly catering to. And for me, realizing that and realizing how important this is to the newcomers to fragrance land, I had to put this on my list as a summer heat check because it's not one, it doesn't have to be for me, but I do need to let you know that it smells phenomenal. And for that time or that demographic that it fits in, it's a knockout hit. It does smell sweet. It reminds me of some fragrances on, let me see, I'll say this. If remembering what fragrances smell like in my collection that I've worn and had some fun with years ago, that I used to wear, and they're bottles I pick up every now and then. This is a fragrance, if you've ever smelled from the house of Electimus, there's a fragrance that came out with the first iteration of that fragrance brand from Redolescence. It was called Intimus. It was a romantic scent that really had a lot of, like, they stated that it had this candy floss in it, the ambers, the amber woods. It reminds me of Intimus, which was a phenomenal compliment magnet for me. So it wears well when you have this fragrance in your collection. And I just want to let you guys know that when I've worn it, I have had people ask about it. I have had people give me a compliment on it. But for me and my particular taste, it's just a tad bit too youthful. But for you young guys and young ladies, this is the perfect scent for you. This is one that just grabs attention. It's one that has the understanding, emotion attached to it and intentionality attached to it for a sensual evening. It's for someone who's caught between admiration and intrigue, and that's the one who is attracted to you. That's exactly what you get from this particular scent. This ambery, sweet, warm sage, clary sage type of aromatics. Very sensual, very becoming for a great night out type of scent. Get your nose on the Better World fragrance. This is Summer Mink. Next up, guys, we got this fragrance here from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is a particular scent from the brand Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Summer Mink is one way to go in this particular realm. When it comes to the scent of the Parisian morning, the Parisian affair, this one here is a citrus aromatic scent done by Francis Kurkdjian called Petit Matin. It has some similarities to others on this list, which is that warm, enveloping scent along with the citruses that come and give a great profile, that great sweetness, that energy that you want. But for this one, much more sophisticated than Summer Mink to me, which is why this one is on this list. It's one that really calls to a great, phenomenal style of masculine flirtatiousness. It's a scent that when you're walking around, like they said, it's for the morning in Paris. when you're seeking the sun, when you're seeking to go to the south of France or something like that, this is one that you wake up and you pull back the linen curtains and you look out at the sun, the lemon groves, and then the ocean and the brisk air from the sun. It's coming in, it's warm air, it's salty air, and as you smell the lemon groves, that is exactly what you get from this particular scent. This is the coast of southern France, and it is a phenomenal scent. I'm not sure why this one does not get much play or talk about in the community, but it is one of those scents. It's like lemon, orange blossom. It has a lavender accord that comes alive on your skin. It just feels aromatic. It's clean, it's confident, and it's particularly a sophisticated, cultured type of scent. But do not go and hesitate to think that this is just a freshie. That's not what this is. It's about citruses it's the citruses that really scent you as a wearer like you're wearing a very fine tailored garment. This is sharp. It is fresh and it is elegant, but it's also flirtatious, and that's exactly why this is about the summer heat check, because it checks all boxes. Softens into this warm musk and ambers, making this a day to night bridge scent that you cannot go wrong with. I love the way this one wears. Petit Matin is just, it's another one where I talk about fragrances in my collection where I love where they don't shout. But when you get around someone within a bubble of 3 feet and you walk past and the sillage hits them, it makes a conversation. It converses with presence. It's one of those scents, man. It's a cultured man type of friend, a detail-driven man type of scent, and one who is never uptight. You're loose, you're playful, you're jovial, but you still have your sensibilities about you that's sophisticated. The people that are wearing this one, they understand that people who are drawn to this are ones who love to smell a man who is clean, fresh, while still having some flirtatiousness about him. This is one that you want on your body, fellas. This is the scent of Petit Matin. It goes, as I stated, it's a bridge scent. And what it is, it's this the scent that has some of the base scent that goes into a well-developing accord if you attach it to the evening scent of Grand Soir. So if you have not heard about that, of how he created this as a layering combination, get your mind wrapped around this one. Just like this house of Xerjoff made Musk Star and Amber Star, or Star and Musk and Amber Star, he did that particular same notion with his brand, but he didn't package them. He just made this one for the morning, which is like the musk, and then the evening is the amber. And it's just a perfect combination. You cannot go wrong with it. Get your nose on Petit Matin, fellas. I'm trying to heat check all day. Next up on this list, fellas, just one of Clive Christian's best. You've heard me talk about this one. I did a connoisseurs conversation on this one back with the combination to talk about the blonde amber fragrance. I'll put a card above. This one here is Power in Full Bloom. This is Rock Rose. Rock Rose is the labdanum flower. This one, or where they derive labdanum from. Rock Rose, man, is just, this one here is also one of those citrusy clary sage scents, but much more in a sophisticated realm. That's why when I talked about Summer Mink, it has some resemblance to fragrances in my collection. Not anything like at 50 or 30 or percentile, but some you can call to your mind what may smell like this, but it's much sweeter. So it's much more for the youth. For me, if I wanted that particular scent for my age range, for me and my wearability, I'm reaching for the scent of Rock Rose. This is your secret weapon. This is your heavy hitter. This is your heavyweight. When you're wearing up, even in the summertime, when you wear a button-up blazer, light fitting, unstructured cotton, a linen, even a silk linen blend, anything like that, when you're going out, you're going to have a little bit of weight to your clothing, a little bit of layering to your clothing, but you want to smell fantastic and still pull off what it is to bring about a structured, well-tailored human being that's put forth an effort. The scent of Rock Rose is a do-all scent that just cannot go unmatched in the way that the profile comes off. It's bergamot citruses, it's lavender, it's the Rock Rose, like I said, which is the lavender or the labdanum. A little bit of saffron and nutmeg smell is this one as well, but it comes off so super fresh while still being elegantly ambery. It's one unapologetically masculine, and it just smells sexy as hell. It's a classic fougere style, I would say, but it has this rebellious streak inside of it to just come off a little bit different because of the clary sage sweetness. I would say in this, it's the tradition as as traditional as you can get while still being on the outs. It's one of those scents that you know that it comes from a heritage, but it has its own type of wearability and the want and the desire to be something different, to make a different impression on others around you, to turn heads and to capture attention. This is the one for that particular moment. This is the bold, romantic, and old money energy at the same damn time. It's a fly fragrance, and it's a heat check fragrance because it attracts those who are ready for substance and not just storytelling. This is the one that you want on your list for the next sample section. Get your name or get your nose on this one. This is Rock Rose from the house of Clive Kurkdjian. Just a phenomenal wearing scent. A little bit of mossiness when it's this one as well. But that ambery sage, clary sage note, man, it's just phenomenal. It's a great scent. Get your nose on that one. Clive Kurkdjian. Gentlemen. So that's my video for you guys today. I hope as always you found something fun and entertaining, educational. In the summertime, what you wear matters. You know that, guys. But when you have a scent that you want to smell like, or you have a certain situation where you want to go in, this type of scent profile is the real flex. It's that one that has a scent built in that really captures people, that makes a memory. That's what you want. That's all that this is about sometimes. You want to smell fantastic and create that reputation for smelling wonderful. Each one of these scents from the age of 20 to 45, 55 have great sensibilities to them. Of course, the Summer Mink, like I stated, it's a youthful scent, but it's not something that we at 4-H should shy away from. It's just youthful for me. So if it's something that sounds attractive to you, don't be shy to go find it and sample it in stores. All the way up to the Fulton and Roark, what I just explained is, for me, as a house, is coming in showing their actual gravitas. They're making fragrances that smell of continuous collectible legacy, and that's what I love about fragrances as well. So I can't wait to dive deeper into the collection of fragrances that they have. These are just scents that if you want to stroll to dinner, walk to your local cafe, or just have a confident, cool evening at home with your loved one, these are scents for meaningful encounters and warm conversations while still looking at the warm summer sky. Beautiful scents. So remember always, guys, scent is memory, collecting is legacy, and community is culture, and we here are building the very best culture at the Dry Down. Stay best, stay bold, stay balanced, and keep enhancing. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, peace.